the best of WWE excuses.
So everybody wants to know what's going on with Monday Night Raw. I'm sure you've asked that question.
We're out here tonight because we haven't been doing a very good job for you lately.
And more importantly, we're going to give you what you want.
February 2019.
This year, leading up to where we are now, we've had an inordinate number of injuries.
Later in February 2019.
And we think it's cyclical. Vince touched on it on the earnings call in terms of the injuries we had in 2018. That created a little bit of a speed bump for us, and we saw it in various places, which is why we think it is cyclical.
April 2019.
We had a very unusual situation in terms of talents, top talents, as well as mid-card talents being out.
July 2019.
There's been a lot of press written about this sort of state of the product or state of the content. Big Variety article recently about some of the engagement and ratings trends. You guys sound pretty optimistic that you've turned the corner.
We've hired new people in a writing team that are really going to help us out in terms of television ratings and digital, social, all that sort of stuff. We've got a new team in terms of live events that have just started now. So we'll see the live events continue on an upward trend. We have definitely turned the corner. And again, as I mentioned, we have executive directors with each brand now. They can go into more depth. I think that notwithstanding that, we have spent more time on storylines, good ones, and also talent development. It's a combination of a lot of things, all good things thus far, coming together, and what I guess I'd call a relaunch in terms of our content.
October 2019.
But I think it's fair to say that, it's not where we want it to be, and so we continue to be super focused on the core in-ring content, especially those three areas I mentioned. The storytelling, the creation of that, the attracting, developing and retaining the talent, and then the production elements themselves.
February 2020.
What have you done specifically over the last several quarters to improve upon the content and engagement?
Bringing on new talent is paramount. You can see again with the ratings, the current ratings notwithstanding what's going to happen in the first quarter. You can see there's growth there. And again, it's sort of like the investment. At one time, we had a lot of talent that was injured. We don't have that right now.
April 2020.
Ratings for both Raw and SmackDown have appeared soft here the past couple weeks, which is a bit surprising since you guys are, basically the only live sports content on television.
Ratings and what have you are concerned, SmackDown has virtually been no change, very little. Raw has suffered. But not necessarily because of the environment. It's suffered because we bring in a lot of new talent into Raw, and it takes a while to get these new talents over. We no longer have Brock Lesnar, obviously, but we have a new champion.
July 2020.
It's up to us to make Raw and SmackDown feel more equal. That is where we're going. And I just... As far as continuing on, I said what was new and building characters. You always have to build characters constantly.